Hey, Grant Davis here. Hey, today we're going to talk about scripting, sales scripting, particularly for cold calling. So I'm looking at a script, and I'm working with one of my producers on this, and you know who you are because you're looking at this video. The first version of the script, and I asked them to go ahead and take a stab at it because this is kind of the best way to teach sales scripting, especially when you're cold calling. So the first version is, hello, my name is, and I just opened a new office for GDI Insurance, Turlock, California. We bring 30 years experience in protecting contractors, as well as a brand new exclusive relationship with an A-rated admitted insurance company that is entering the blank marketplace along with us. Our early quotes are saving contractors, electrician, HVAC, about 38% in annual premiums on general liability insurance. We can also work on other lines of coverage if you'd like, but we can likely implement a savings plan as well. But the big money will be saved out of the gate on the general liability. My partner, Grant Davis, owner of GDI, is a national authority on contractor protection. I'm happy to email you an article featuring Grant and Builder and Developer magazine. I was wondering if I could visit with you in the next couple of weeks. Objections and overview, and then the outcome. And the great news is I don't have to wait for your renewal, save you thousands of dollars. Since we are the program's administrators, we can go ahead and quote it in-house and get your savings started immediately. All of that is really true, but you see that was, I don't even know how long that took, so I don't have a timer. I should have timed that. But one of the problems was, and this is how I would look at it. Remember, you're on the phone. First off, you're probably not talking to the decision maker. You're going to talk to the receptionist or somebody. So you got to try to get through that person, but you probably won't most times. That's where a lot of people make the mistake. They take these cold call classes from people that don't ever cold call, and so they don't really quite get the truth about the situation. So let me help everybody out here. Don't do anything that makes you nervous. Anyone that's teaching you to do something that makes you nervous, that's the first red flag that they don't know what they're talking about and they're incapable of doing it themselves. So here's what you got to do. In the first half a second, and I mean just right out of the gate, you got to get someone's attention. So this is all good information, and I would call every bit of this the support information. This is part of your presentation and proposal, but not necessarily what you want to use for cold calling. What you want to do with cold calling in this thing, in this case here is, although it's a new office in this area for GDI in this case, so what? They don't need to know that. They don't need to know about our 30 years of experience. That's all on the internet. Google GDI Insurance Agency Turlock or GDI or Grant Davis GDI, and you can find all that stuff out if someone's interested. That's kind of the support. In other words, well, okay, why should I believe you? That's answering an objection of how credible are you before the objection was raised, right? Plus, remember, I'm on the phone with somebody. So you got to amp this up. So I started off this conversation with you a little slow, too. And if you notice, what's going to happen is you got to pick it up a little bit. So here's the deal. Is GDI did just contract with a company for an exclusive deal that is about 38%. It's A-rated, admitted paper for contractors. That's housing developers, commercial contractors. It's writing primary non-contributory wording, all of that good stuff. And it is, no doubt, 38% less right out of the gate. We've been looking, because we still do a lot of contractors. We're looking at our rates and we're quoting them one by one. This thing's 38% less. This is good news for everybody. So you see how we're amping up? This is pretty darn exciting because we got something the other brokers don't have. They don't have it. Particularly now I'm going to talk about like in our Oregon marketplace. This is it. We're the only retailer in Oregon with this product. In California, there's one other one. This is it. I mean, they can get some weird access, but they can't. It's not the same thing. This is a program like we've had before. This is pretty exciting stuff. So you got to get excited. This is pretty exciting stuff. And here's what you do. Hey, this is Grant Davis with GDI Insurance. I was calling and then what you got to know the name of the owner, is so-and-so in the office right now? Oh, no, they're not. Okay. Well, hey, I was calling. We just got signed up with this brand new program that'll knock 38 points right now off your general liability. Plus, we got the other stuff to save you on the fleets and such like that, and we don't need to wait for your renewal. When can I call back? That's it. Okay? Because the credibility, the answering of the objections, yeah, these are objection answering. So you do want, when you start getting objections, you want to write them down and get good answers for them. So that way, because I love objections. That's when we start selling, right? But right now, we're just kind of, when can I call back? Okay, good. Okay, and is this the right person? Is this the number? Or if the person is there, hey, is Billy Bob there? Hey, Billy Bob, this is Grant. Hey, I'm sorry to bother you. I normally wouldn't even bother to call you, except we just got hooked up with this A-rated company, admitted paper for contractors, no limits on tracks, no limits on all kinds of such. 38% off right now, I promise. I don't even need to wait for your renewal. I just need to ask you a couple of questions and we'll get started. How's that sound? I mean, because this is one that, because we can quote it that quick. So we need a couple of questions. We don't need a whole lot. We don't need all the loss runs and all the other stuff. Now, eventually we will, but really this is part of the process. Is we got to say, hey, first off, let's not waste their time. Be considerate. So we think we can save them some money if they're interested. We got the right forms, now we can get into the quality. We got a very quality product. It's as good as anything else they got. It has all the stuff that they need, the primary wording, products completed operations, subcontractors, working on subdivisions even. We can get products completed operations on the certificates of insurance. This is the deal, right? So that's all objection answering. But right now, here's the thing that's going to get people's attention. We can save them some money, and they need to know we can save them some money. This is some pretty cool stuff. So although this is sales training, actually now that I said all this, I'm going to go ahead and put this on the internet too, because I think it's cool for people that might buy insurance from us to see, hey, this is our thought process. This is what we're thinking. We just want you to give us a chance to give you a quote. We'll do that really quick. I mean, we're talking about 5 minutes of your time, and then you'll know. And then if the savings is enough, then we'll do all the other stuff. I mean, if we're saving you enough money, all right, now we'll fill out all this and this and this, but why not give us a shot now? Anyway, that's sales scripting, and especially on the telephone. So if you look at how quick, hey, Billy Bob, this is Grant Davis with GDI. Hey, I was calling. We just got appointed. Exclusive appointment. We're the only ones right now, especially if you're in Oregon, we're the only ones in the state that have this company. It's A-rated, admitted, and guess what? It'll save you 38%. We've just been quoting it. Everybody's saving about 38%. I need about 5 minutes of your time, and I'll tell you what we can do. Does that sound interesting? Sure. You can do that on the phone, or you can meet with me. Anyway, that's how fast it goes. You got to get their attention and get moving. All right, and then the rest of it, sure, you got to have all of this, and I'd start organizing this as objections. Because what an objection is really is a request for more information. It's just not stated well. Well, gee, how long have you guys been around? Well, we've been around 30 years. Oh, good. Well, how come, the next question, how do I know you know what you're talking about? Well, we're a national authority. If you look on our website, GDI clearly is a national authority on construction insurance, amongst other things. I mean, but article after article, we're quoted and written about all the time on construction insurance. Those are objection answers. Does that make sense? Anyway, so this is good to go. So then all you do is you get a list of people that you think you can help. You get the list and you start making the phone calls, and then you send out some letters afterwards if they want you to. Is it okay? Hey, if they're not questioning, hey, it would be okay if I sent you some information. Then you send them copies of the articles we've written and such like that. Anyway, I hope that helps. Thanks.